It is key to living a healthy life, yet 1 in 3 of us don't get enough sleep. How to take on insomnia naturally and win.
Bryce, in our busy lives today, a lot of people have sleepless nights. Of course, it's called insomnia. But it actually does a lot more than just create bags under our eyes.
Oh geez, it can actually threaten our health and in fact even threaten our life. So impairment of reaction time, for example, lack of energy, severe cognitive decline. We know by now that we have to get those hours of sleep necessary, about 7 to 8 every night, clock those hours on the pillow in order to feel well. We're actually realizing now more and more that lack of deep sleep is actually impacting the heart, leading and tending toward more heart attack incidents.
It explains why people can't function after a couple of days of insomnia. So they go to the doctor, they get some medication, maybe they go over-the-counter pills. That's not the long-term solution.
It's not the long-term solution. It can be helpful in the short term, and people shouldn't be fearful of that because we need to sleep. But let's talk about sleep architecture for a moment. So it's really important to get into deep sleep. And getting into that deep sleep is like going downstairs. And there's 4 of these stairs. So there's stair 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, you're having a really incredible, deep, rejuvenative sleep. We need that. And then you bounce up into REM. It's a very light phase of sleep. That's when we're dreaming. Okay? And here's the kicker. We need to have 4 to 5 of those phases throughout the entire night in order to feel well. Okay? And so when we use pharmaceutical drugs to come back to that, even the over-the-counter solutions, what we're actually doing is getting sedated, but not really passing stage or step 2 or 3. And so we don't get into that deepest phase and bounce into our dream state. So a lot of folks that take these drugs will realize, hey, that's me. I don't really dream a lot, and you need to dream. So if you do the quick math, going through 4 to 5 of those cycles every night, that sleep architecture is complete. That is why we need between 7 to 8 hours.
So are there natural alternatives?
Well, there are, and there's a number of them. But first of all, make sure you're exercising really intensely. You should do that in the morning. Doing it too close to the evening, it might actually keep you too hot, and that might keep you awake. So that's number 1. But I'm also a fan of herbs. I think there's a lot of herbs that people can consider taking. One is 5-hydroxytryptophan. Taking that can actually make more melatonin in the brain. If you're low in melatonin, that's why you're not sleeping. Magnesium, there's another one. Many of us are low in magnesium. Valerian, that can help sedate you. Hops, that's also something that can lull you off to sleep. So look into these natural alternatives if you are, got the appropriate indication from your family doctor to do so.
And there are other things we can do. In fact, you call it a sleep hygiene.
Yeah, sleep hygiene is something that we term, get your environment right. So make sure you have a nice cool room. Your body needs that. So between 60 to 70 degrees. Make sure your windows are blacked out or you're wearing an eye mask. Make sure that you've done that exercise we allude to so you're nice and relaxed to lull yourself off to sleep. And you know what? Most people have this crazy list in their head of the to-do. What do I have to do tomorrow? Write it down. Put it in the kitchen, out of sight, out of mind. You'll get to it tomorrow.
For more information about your optimal health and getting tested, log on to myhealthreport.ca.